This isn't just any eyesore, it's an eyesore that millions see every year.
And the reason is because it's right on I-10, and we're talking about the Spanish Trail Motel. It's been falling apart for decades, so why isn't the city of South Tucson doing something about it? Well, here is Kevin Keene with tonight's Not on Your Side investigation.
Jennifer, we all drive past it. You may recognize it just looking at it here. It's broken, it's boarded up, it's a blight, and yet the owner seems to do nothing, and the city much of the same. We wondered, how can they all get away with it? It certainly always hasn't looked like this. They say you can't tell the story of the Spanish Trail Motel without the music of Lalo Robles.
Very romantic. Very crazy sometimes.
They got married there.
We got a group of Lalos's fans together to talk about the place where his big band boomed here in South Tucson. Was it more than a motel?
Oh yes. Oh yes, it was a house for a lot of people. Made the weddings there, the birthdays.
A grand entrance, ballroom, Olympic-sized pool.
It was like happy hour all the time.
And then, you know, if you had one margarita too many or beer, you could stay in one of the rooms.
That was then, the 60s, 70s, and 80s. This is now.
Sometimes I cry when I go through there.
Crumbling, boarded up and broken windows, a roof caved in, what's left of a sign.
If you ever had one of those apocalyptic films at the end of the world, well, that would be pretty much it right there.
The owner's name? Dennis Luttrell. Property records show he bought the hotel back in '92, along with this now abandoned gas station, junkyard, and apartment complex. The apartments are rented, but the rest?
It's become one of those landmarks you don't want to have.
The head of the Chamber of Commerce calls it a waste of real estate and a terrible thing for visitors to see.
It's right on a major thoroughfare, and it's in a total state of disrepair.
It doesn't exactly give the kind of image that we all would like the city to present.
So we head over to talk to the owner. Time after time, we're told he won't talk to us. We call, we email. Then one day we show up and see this. It's the maintenance manager.
Dennis owns the property.
Yeah.
But he's left special instructions.
What are those special instructions?
Don't let anybody photograph or draw.
I tell him we're right next to the street and perfectly legal.
It's all right, but I gotta call a cop.
You're calling the police right now?
Yeah.
Could I speak to Dennis?
Dennis is unavailable at this time.
And he's definitely not going to meet with us, but we really want to look inside. From the air, a great view. We see it all. He's got lots of cars, semis, and trucks dumped here, along with piles of junk. Here's the Olympic-sized pool and hot tub, empty, except for some murky water. And the buildings, some caved in with no roofs. You can see the remains are on the inside.
It didn't look like Tucson. It was sad.
Not just sad, it turns out it's against the law, too, to leave a building like this for this long, more than 10 years. Is that too long?
Absolutely.
The rule? You can board up a building for only 6 months. That's it. The city manager tells me the owner has clearly been in violation of city code. From the city's perspective, do you care?
Oh, I'm really bothered by it, and have been for quite a while.
Still, years roll by, and all the city needed to do is get an inspector to come by.
But you know, you got to get on the property to be able to actually look at and determine notices of violations.
So why haven't they dropped by for a look-see? Too busy, he tells me. Too busy to make one visit in 10 years in a city that's only 1 square mile?
Somebody's asleep at the switch in the city of South Tucson.
He says the priority's been making sure rental homes are up to code. But he says the Spanish Trail Motel will now move up the to-do list. And look at this. After our investigation started, we see a dumpster move in and another full of junk hauled away. The maintenance manager telling me they're starting to clean the place up. We'll be watching.
Wow.
Guy and Jennifer, I think the ball is rolling here. This started with a viewer who asked us to look into it. We did.
The city seems to be making progress on looking at the property, and it looks like the owner's cleaning up. And if any viewers see any changes out there, please let us know about it.
Looks like a costly cleanup.
Yes, it does. It's a huge,
major
18
project.
acres in total, lots of buildings, lots of stuff to clean up.
Glad to see that ball rolling. Kevin, thanks so much. Hey, if you have something that you ever want us to look into, all you have to do is ask, we'll investigate. This is proof positive. You can email us, news@kgun9.com, or call the 9 on Your Side line. That number, 290-7726.